So today we're going to do an example of a fecal centrifugation with flotation. And I'll go ahead and go over the supplies we have. So we have our small stool sample. You need about a 1/4 teaspoon. We have our centrifuge, we have our microscope slide and cover slip. We have our balance tube. You want to make sure that this is filled with the same type of fluid that your sample tube has. And you also want to make sure there's about the same amount in each. You want to have your fresh sample tube, you want to have your solution, your flotation solution, and I have a couple wooden sticks to help me mix. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started. So the first thing we're going to do, I'll zoom in so you can see a little bit better about what's going on. Okay. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your stool sample and you're going to want to put it into your sample tube here. Okay, you're going to want to take your flotation solution and you're going to want to fill this up about halfway or so. Okay, and once it's about halfway, you're going to want to mix with a little wooden spoon, and you're going to want to mix until there's no large particles left. You want to kind of get it a nice little slurry, sort of. You really want to break it up, and sometimes this can take just a little bit. Okay, so now that your sample is all mixed, you want to make sure it's nice and mixed until you no longer have any large particles, which we look like we're in pretty good shape. You want to go ahead and put it in your, you want to fill it up to about almost all the way to the top. We're going to leave about 1/2 inch. Okay. So we have our tube filled to about there. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to place it in our centrifuge. So very important, you want to balance out your centrifuge with your balancing liquid. Take off that top here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to close our centrifuge lid and we're going to go ahead and we're going to set it to 1500 RPM, and it's going to be for 3 to 5 minutes. So my centrifuge actually has a preset fecal setting, and it's at 1.5, which is 1500 RPM. So we'll go ahead and we'll set it for 5 minutes.